I know. Stay tuned. More deals than we've ever seen, and a few surprises along the way. So, yeah, let's see how it turns out. Well, hang on.
Hold on, surprising that we all wore the same jacket.
Yeah. So, yeah, who did the wardrobe tonight?
Not a clue. We've been travelling up for 4 hours, we still didn't discuss it.
No, you're like twins. So we've got Dan and Glenn with us tonight.
We have.
From, of course, Planet Cruise. And the bottom line is we've got so many deals that we've got the two of you, haven't we?
We have. It's going to be a busy one, and I think I'm going over to the corner.
Yeah, we've got a naughty corner for you, just so we can stay on track.
Yeah.
We've also got some giveaways as well, haven't we?
We have. So we're giving away a couple of things. We're giving away hampers, we're giving away champagne, and I think we're giving a bike. Where do we get the bike
Well,
from?
we were just thinking, right, look, let's be honest. If you're going to cruise, you may put on a few pounds. Yeah? May. So how about burning them off after the cruise? Well, if you book any cruise from the show tonight, you will be entered into a prize draw. And yes, one lucky viewer will win an exercise bike. So that will help burn off.
That was done earlier today. Yeah. These spandex leggings.
And so we have got some extra giveaways for those of you that book quickly with Saga. We're giving away champagne, aren't we?
Absolutely.
There's a prize draw with Celestyal, isn't there?
Yeah, for a hamper as well. And as I said, of course, we've got the bike. So it's a nice little giveaway.
But amazing deals and some nice little mini cruises as well.
All little bits, and also a couple of little Christmas present ideas as well.
Yeah. But have you got any call-outs, Greg? You always do, don't you?
Of course I've got call-outs. OK, so I've only got a couple today. First of all, we've got some kids coming into our office in a couple of weeks' time. They're going to do some presenting, learning from the master. You're not around, so it's fine. I'll do it anyway. But these are going to be the Tadar kids. They're the Tadar Performing Arts School. They're coming into the office, so kids I'll see in a few weeks' time. Looking forward to having you in. That'll be great. And also, Edward and Jennifer Gorman, they booked with me this week. They said I'd give them a quick shout-out for P&O. They're going out on one of their cruises. So, hi, guys. How are you as well?
Great. Right, is that it?
No, I've got one other thing as well, just a little bit of cruise news as well, which is quite exciting. Going live today is Norwegian Cruise Line have announced that on Norwegian Epic, Getaway and Pearl in Europe in 2019, so that's sailing in 2019. At the moment, they're giving free flights at the moment.
Really? Oh,
with the cruises, they've got a choice of regional airports. You could do Gatwick, Heathrow, Manchester, Glasgow and Edinburgh. That's gone live today. Exciting news. If you like NCL and you're flying from Glasgow, Edinburgh, around the country, give the guys a call and they've got some great discounts.
Right. We're going to send Glenn off to his naughty corner. OK, just so we stay on track.
Never put Glennie in the corner.
But we are going to start off with a cracking cruise with P&O on board the... Wow, it's on board the Britannia. And look, hang on. Sorry, I didn't even have forgotten about the price on this. If that was to take in. That balcony price starts from as little as £489. Got a great single price that starts around about £759 as well. So, yeah, we've got loads of really sweet deals for this special show, but let's take you on board the beautiful, stunning Britannia with the one and only Keith.
Inspired by P&O Cruises' illustrious past, but designed very much for their fabulous future, this is the biggest cruise ship ever designed for the UK cruise market. Welcome to P&O's beautiful Britannia. One thing you will definitely notice on board Britannia is that there's an abundance of excellent deck space and oodles of sun loungers to help you worship. In fact, there are 4 main pools to choose from, including the adult-only Serenity Pool, a perfect place to escape to for some downtime while the kids are being looked after elsewhere. There's 13 different bars on board, 4 of which are out on deck, which means you can enjoy the sunshine or the stars as you sip your favourite tipple. The stylish new blue cocktail bar is the perfect place for a dirty martini, or there's Brody's. I love that place, and that's where P&O Cruises have introduced the biggest selection of British beers at sea, with over 70 to choose from, representing 56 different UK counties. The food is headed up by P&O Cruises' iconic food heroes. You can enjoy the taste of India with the Master of Spice Atal Kutcher's fabulous Sindhu restaurant, or savour mouth-watering gala dinner options and menus created by the godfather of UK cooking, Mr. Marco Pierre White. If you really want to spoil yourself, you can also book Eric Lanlad's afternoon tea experience, or head to his Market Cafe. It's a French-style patisserie that features fine cheeses, antipasto, charcuterie, tapas and specialty breads. You can enjoy the live music, comedy, cabarets and game shows of the Live Lounge, or sit back for West End style shows in this fabulous new theatre which features a stunning LED backdrop. Strictly fans also won't be disappointed with the elegant wooden-floored Crystal Room. It's dedicated to dance and the perfect location to rumble the night away. P&O Cruises have really pushed the boat out when it comes to the accommodation. There's a sumptuous range of boutique offerings to choose from, including well-thought-out single cabins to these incredible suites designed by Richmond International that come with your own butler. And all the accommodation on board includes flat-screen TVs, pamper packs from the White Company and bespoke artwork from British artists.
Now, we were just saying, I mean, what an amazing ship, what an amazing price, and you're getting a balcony.
Absolutely.
And now, I've just been given £1. Why is this?
Well, that's because you're going to give it to me and I'm going to book you on, I think, aren't I? That's what's going to happen.
It's actually children that can sell for £1.
And that.
Yeah.
So it's double.
Wow. That is really good, isn't it? And the itinerary, it's a lovely little itinerary, this one, isn't it?
It is. So, you know, especially if you're first off to cruising, you know, you're out of Southampton, which is brilliant.
Nice and easy, yeah.
You just go down there, park at the terminal, and you're onto the ship. You then head for a day at sea, and you can really start to get used to the ship and enjoy it. So much to do on there, and you head across to Rotterdam, which is sort of a really underrated city, because we don't tend to go there. We tend to head to Amsterdam, places like that. But you've got Rotterdam, which is a fabulous place. The ship docks in the centre. Great architecture, really nice restaurants, have a lovely waffle, and you're there overnight, so you've really got a chance to see it. After leaving Rotterdam, you then head down the coast to quite a popular destination. You head to Zeebrugge, but it's for Bruges, which is a fabulous town.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Sort of cobbled streets, take a horse and cart ride, go on one of the small little the boats around all the canals. Just a fabulous place.
It's really cute. It's just a lovely day.
And amazing chocolate.
Absolutely.
Amazing chocolate.
I remember good beer as well.
Yeah, and good beer as well. Then you've got another day at sea, and we head to St Peter Port for Guernsey. Guernsey, a fabulous place, brilliant for history. Head there, have a lovely pint of beer in one of the pubs on the quayside, you know, fairly calm and relaxed, and you can enjoy it. It's just very pretty. After that, we're then going to head back to Southampton when you disembark. You've got 7 nights of fabulous value, really, isn't it?
Well, you really have. And as we mentioned, the balcony price starts at £489.
Yeah.
We've got a great single price starting at £759 on this one. And children can travel, obviously, with you, sharing the same cabin for just £1 per person as well. And that was that family of 4 with a balcony at £979.
Yes, that's
amazing.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
You get that overnight on board in Rotterdam. And you can also add on a one-night stay at the Holiday Inn in Winchester for only £95 per person. That's great, because it just means that you're not stressing, travelling down the day. You get a great night's sleep, breakfast and parking, and your port transfers as well. Now, that sound, I think it's coming from Glenn. Is that coming from you, Glenn, over there?
Yeah, Glenn's got the horn in the corner. Where else do you expect him to be? I've been banished from the sofa today. So we've got some little deals coming up for you today, some really, really good ones as well. And this is a great one to start with. So this one is going to be, for those of you that really want to see some of the Christmas markets and the Yuletide market, this is going on the 15th of December 2019. This has got plenty of chance to prepare for this one. And this is going on the MS Oscar Wilde from Riviera Travel. It's a Planet Cruise exclusive on this one. Deposit for, again, just that £1 per person deposit. And it's just released the 2000 Christmas markets by rail. So you'll be travelling by rail on that one. There's no single supplements. Excursions are included in every single port of call. It's a luxury or suite ships. And great ports of call with this one, with Cologne and Koblenz, Bonn and Cologne on this one. And this one, the ID is 197772, and the price is starting on that one from just £579 per person, but we've won that £1 deposit. Now that's a great little one we've got, and we've got plenty of these coming up for you today as well. But I want to throw back to the guys, because I want to talk about very, very exciting news. Anthem of the Seas is coming to the UK for the first time ever, which is a wonderful chance, and it's going to be sailing out of there. I was fortunate enough to go on there a couple of years ago. It's probably the only ship that I've ever stood back and been absolutely blown away with, and the guys are going to talk about that once we've had a look at the video.
When you're travelling on board Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas, it honestly feels like you've taken a trip in Doctor Who's TARDIS. It is so futuristic.
Robotic bartenders, virtual balconies and venues that literally change in front of your eyes. You will feel like you've been transported to the moon as your first port of call. This really is a smart ship. Should we go and explore?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
On board, there are 18 different dining experiences, which means that if you're on the ship for a week, you could have your dinner and your lunch somewhere different every day and still not have tried them all.
But the best is behind me, Jamie's Italian. Yes, the naked chef has brought his fresh, rustic Italian food to sea with Royal Caribbean.
Oh, I got bumped. Ah! This is Royal Caribbean Seaplex, and it is absolutely amazing. By day, you can come down here and learn to juggle or do some trapeze skills with the circus school. And then, of course, you've got the first ever bumper cars at sea. Bumper cars at sea, amazing. And then at night, this transforms into a roller disco. I've bought my leg warmers. Right, I'm off. I've got to get them back. I think this is the most exciting cruise ship venue I've ever experienced. You've got 2.5 decks worth of glass just wrapping around 270 degrees of the aft of the ship. So it means that in the day, the light streams in.
Then at night, these huge windows become one giant TV. A stunning video is projected onto the glass. Acrobats descend from the heavens and huge robotic arms dance with live performers. Trust me, you've never seen anything like this. Welcome to the cruise industry's first bionic bar. You order via the tablets provided or via your smartphone on the IQ app, and then your order is displayed on the screens around the bar. A barbot then blends your order with laser precision and lightning speed.
Fresh from its 12-year hit run in London's West End, the musical We Will Rock You will be premiering here in the Royal Theatre. And you can even book the best seats online.
The accommodation on board Anthem of the Seas offers you plenty of fantastic options. For a start, all the interior staterooms feature virtual balconies with real-time views allowing you to lie in bed at night and watch the moon ripple across the water.
However, if you'd like to feel like a king or queen for the day, then how about trying out the Royal Loft? This is a spectacular 2-deck high suite which comes complete with its own whirlpool and butler service.
Wow. I mean, I've never been on the Anthem of the Seas. I've obviously cruised the Royal Caribbean on many occasions, but this has got to be a must-have, hasn't it? And especially now, say, cruising out of Southampton. I've just found £1, by the way. Yes, £1 deposit per person is all you need to secure your place. And this is obviously a date that would cover half-term as well, so maybe you and the family as well, and the extended family. Something for everybody, and a great little itinerary as well. So, yes.
Yes.
That's from Southampton again, Dan.
Absolutely. So you leave Southampton and you head down, or you head across to Le Havre for Paris. You can go down to Paris from there, but Le Havre also has some fabulous parts to see.
Yeah, it's good. It's just really nice parts, isn't it?
Really pleasant. And from there, it's a day at sea, and you're going to get to know the ship at this point. You're going to, you're going to love the days at sea. You head into Bilbao. Bilbao, a fabulous city, northern Spain. You've got the Guggenheim Museum. You've got fabulous food there as well. Lots of fish. If you like fish, it's a great place. You then head along the Spanish coastline to Gijon, which is in Asturias region. A lot of people here head down to Oviedo, which is the capital of the region. Really pretty UNESCO sort of World Heritage sites on the way, that sort of thing. Then you're going to go on the way back. We're going to head for a day at sea, and you're going to enjoy. I mean, the weather's going to be fabulous that time of year, isn't it? In the end of May, you're going to head back towards Southampton, where you're sadly going to end, but you're definitely going to want to go back. So
she does look amazing. So many firsts on the ship.
The ship has got some phenomenal things. Like, she was a real game changer, and the fact that we've got her coming to Southampton for a season is fantastic news.
And I know you're getting a lot of interest from our viewers and regulars, aren't you?
So went on stay, sort of, we found out the other day, and it's £1 per person deposit, so you can put £1 per person down, and then you can pay it off in instalments. You've got a long way to go to 2020. Really good way to get a cruise on a fabulous ship, which is going to be incredibly popular this year.
I really do want to sail on her.
Yeah.
I really do. And we've got, say, some great prices tonight. So she is returning to Southampton in 2020. We have got an exclusive deposit from just £1 per person, and a family of 4 price from just £2,729, and free port parking on a balcony and above as well. Oh, and don't forget, if you are booking any cruise from the show, you will be entered into that prize draw to win that fantastic folding exercise bike as well. There's still so much more coming up though, and let's return to Glenn in the naughty corner.
Still here, they're still not letting me out. I've just been trying them spandex leggings on from earlier. They fit fine, so they're a good buy. What I would say quickly about that Anthem of the Seas, as I mentioned before, best ship I've ever been. If you get a chance to do it, go on it, and you've got 18 months to pay that off. So let's go on to cruise number 3, and this is on Marella. Marella Explorer, which is the ship that was launched this year in May. I've actually booked my holiday for next year on Marella, and they are becoming so popular now. What's so good about them? Great British-style ships, and of course they're all-inclusive drinks and tips as well. If you don't believe me, let's have a look at the ship itself. So again, a wonderful opportunity to take you through the ship here. The way they've filmed it is taking you all the way through the ship. And what we do find with Marella is they are so popular at the moment for value for money, having everything included. So you've got your food, you've got your entertainment, your drinks and your tips on board. Now what we do find is the clients that speak to us, they love the ships, they love the staff on board, and the entertainment for the size of the ships always wins the awards every year. And I think when people go on these sort of ships, they feel very comfortable, and because they've really updated the fleet, they bought Discovery in 2 years ago, Discovery 2 last year, Explorer this year and Explorer 2 next year. They are really standing alone, and as I said, clients at the moment are booking loads and loads of these. And what's so good, being of course Marella, which was part of the Thompson and Tui brand, is that of course you have the regional flights as well, which is so good. So this is a fantastic one. This is our repositioning cruise, and this one is going to be taking you out on the 28th of March, and we've got loads and loads of ports of call, and the value for money on here is absolutely exceptional. So let's start having a look at some of the ports of call that we have on this one. So this one, we're going to be flying you over on here. We're going to be flying you, flights are included from Birmingham, but we can also look at Manchester and Gatwick for you with maybe a slight supplement. I'm going to fly you into Barbados on the 28th of April. Now with this one here, because it's all packaged with Marella, you're going to embark the ship straight away and start your cruise, and you've got some really strong ports of call. We're going into some of the popular ones, which is of course St Lucia, with a home to the Pitons. Then we move from there down into St Kitts, home of the railway, or maybe a catamaran over to the island of Nevis. Antigua, famous for its beaches, its British influence and dockyard history, and again, maybe on one of those I would take a catamaran. Fantastic places to go and do some swimming and snorkeling. We'll then go into the very popular two ports of call of St Martin and Tortola. So St Martin divided into two between the Dutch and the French, and again great for some shopping there. And if you're really into your snorkeling, you've got a chance to go to Treasure Point snorkeling in Tortola, a trip to Virgin Gorda, or down to Cape Carden Bay. But another popular excursion we used to do there was the Dolphin Discovery. If you want to swim with the dolphins, you get a great chance to do that in Tortola. And then from there, you've got relaxing days at sea. Now, of course, here you get a chance to experience the ship. Maybe you've been very busy in the Caribbean, you've been topping up your tan and experiencing the islands. You've got 5 or 6 days there to relax. And what's so good about that? Remember, it's an all-inclusive drinks package included on that, so you can relax with a rum punch as you start heading back, of course, to Europe. We then also stop at two ports of call in the Azores, which is lovely. You've got Horta and Ponta Delgada, beautiful islands there, famous for its vegetation, its wildlife and its flora and fauna. And what I would suggest on both of these ports of call is that do an excursion in the morning, go out and see the islands, and then in the afternoon go and get lost for the day and just wander around and just take it easy. But they're nice to break up those sea days. We then got 2 more chill out days, and then we head back into Europe. Now, who doesn't love a bit of Brest? Of course we do. So we go back into Brest, we can wander around the cities there, and some of our guys have just gone out there on one of the cruises and they didn't know what to expect when they were there, and they loved it in that part of the world. We've also got Saint Malo, which is another quaint town to go into, and then of course the bigger ports of call of Le Havre, which is the gateway to go into Paris or Honfleur, and then from there back into Bruges, which we've been talking about from Zeebrugge. It's a great cruise to start with the Caribbean, then a bit of relaxing time if you've been busy at work, then into the Azores, and then back into the Europe. Now, I've got loads of things included on this one. As I mentioned before, this is a 19-night package. This is an exclusive reduction, and this offer ends on the 26th of November, so get booking quickly. All-inclusive cruise with tips included. You've got flights from Birmingham, plus all your overseas transfers. Flights are also available from London Gatwick and a small supplement. And then, of course, this is based on the 19 nights, but we've also got a 21-night package that will take you back into Newcastle if you're some of our northern clients that we have on there. So really good on that particular one. So that's something a little bit different. Now, again, we also have something... the horn's gone again. We do have another little deal for you. So we have some cheeky ones for you. Now, people are always never sure what to get their partners for a Christmas present. You might have bought the toiletries, you might have bought a top that's definitely probably too small for them. Why not book them a cruise for their holiday? Now, so good about this one, this is going on my former ship, was my home, which is the most iconic ship in the world. This is on the Queen Mary 2. Now, this is a mini cruise. This is our Western Explorer sampler from Southampton. It leaves on the 17th of November 2019. so you've got plenty of time to prepare for this. Again, that famous £1 deposit, so no fly cruise from Southampton, and you get a chance to experience the history and the grandeur and the white glove service there of Queen Mary. Now, the price for this is £229 per person with a £1 deposit, and the good thing is you've got a year to pay that off if you really wanted to. Not sure what to get her at home, what to get her for a Christmas present? Why not try going on the Queen Mary? It's something a little bit different, but that's another one of our special little deals we have. Now, I'm going to send you back over to the boys.
I quite like him stuck over there, don't you?
It's quite pleasant, yeah.
Yeah. I'm liking this. We've got the comfy seats anyway. It's perched on that stool. Now, that Marella deal, we were just talking about it, Dan and I. What an amazing deal. You are away 90 nights. My two favourite words are there, all-inclusive. I mean, when you wear 90 nights, that will make... That would make a huge difference to my wallet. Tips included as well, and a low deposit of only £125 per person. Yeah. But we have featured, Dan was saying, we did feature this one a little while ago, and it was a real top seller. So if you do want it, while we've still got that price, do give us a call right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we are, we've got a very busy show, but we are going to move on to Celebrity next.
Yes.
On board the Silhouette. Many of you know I've cruised with Celebrity 8 times, and they have always excelled. The price we've got tonight is one of the best prices I've ever seen for the Fjords, and again, just £1 deposit per person as well to secure your cabin. Dan, just looking at that price, that is very good for Celebrity, isn't it?
The price is phenomenal. Yeah, absolutely.
And even, I mean, we'll tell you the prices later, but even if you, because there's loads of extras if you go for the Ocean View and above, even the Ocean View on the lead date is only £1,099 per person. Then you get all the drinks package, you get the half-price gratuities as well.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's really worth doing, because you can go away and you come back with no bill if you don't want to.
Yeah.
That's the best thing
anyway,
about
we'll give you those prices later, but it's like going back home. Let's take you on board. Right. So, I feel I know Celebrity ships inside and out, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was on Silhouette not so long ago. Me and my wife went on there. We both absolutely loved it. It's such a beautiful ship. You've got the lawn up the top. The food on board is just absolutely phenomenal. And the entertainment.
Out of this world. I mean, honestly, the best shows that I've seen at sea. And I know that Celebrity, they do invest an awful lot into brand new productions. Everything about Celebrity is 5-star modern luxury at its best, and they've won so many awards, and Cruise Critic there, so many great reviews.
Yeah, and you know, Silhouette comes to Southampton. She's hit there this year. It's been so popular with the fabulous cruises she does, and at these prices you're going to see later, it's really worth going. I can't tell you.
And you will not be disappointed on any level. You know, so the food, the entertainment, just the design of the ships.
Yes. Oh, it's wonderful.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the staff, the service, it's all 5-star.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, you'll be blown away.
Yeah. And I've been very lucky. I've cruised around the fjords twice, and it's an experience I would recommend to absolutely everybody. They are spectacular, aren't they?
Oh, they are.
I'm not an early riser, but even I was getting up at 4 in the morning to have a look. Then I went back to bed. Anyway, let's have a little look. So we are, again, it's nice and easy. We're cruising out of Southampton. First day at sea, so just, explore the ship. Have a look around, enjoy those amazing facilities. And our first port of call is Bergen, isn't it?
It is Bergen, and really a fabulous place to go. A lovely town there. You see the view there you're seeing on the screen now, the one before that. It's where you go in a funicular up there and you can look over the whole town. You can either then come back down the funicular, or it's a really lovely walk.
It's a nice walk down,
It's a lovely walk down,
But the views, I remember, they were spectacular.
They are, and I would say have a walk down if you want to. And when you get down there, have a wander around the town itself. Lovely cafes, fantastic food, the fish, if you like smoked salmon, that is the best smoked salmon I've ever had in Bergen.
Everything is just so civilised, isn't it? There's a real sense of kind of like peace and space. Even the air sort of like smells good. Anyway.
Then we're going to Alesund, which is a really beautiful, classic Norwegian style town. Wonderful. I mean, every single port that we're going to say here has a wonderful sailing. Just look at the buildings there. You go around, have a wander. Great museums there as well to pop in and have a look. When we leave Alesund, we then head to what's probably the biggest port in terms of what you would have seen. That's Gairanga. In Gairanga, you've got a lot of things to do. The sailing is phenomenal. It really is quite spectacular. When you get there, you sort of the ship parks at the very end of the field, so to speak. It docks, or it tenders there. You can head up Mount Dalsnibber. You see the Seven Sisters waterfall there. You sail past that.
And if you go for the lead date in April, the waterfalls are really good, aren't they?
They're going to be brilliant.
Yeah,
they're going to be fantastic because, of course, it's going to have a fair bit of water coming down from the mountains. So you're going to get by far the best pictures you can on this lead date. But when you get there, I'd say go up Mount Dalsnibber, do the Eagles Road because it's fabulous. It sort of winds its way up this mountain and you go up there, there more waterfalls. Then we leave Gairanga and we head to Stavanger, which is another sort of small town at the very bottom of Norway there. You probably, or you may have seen it if you've watched the most recent Mission Impossible, the Pulpit Rock, where he hangs off the side.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, don't do that when you're gone. There it is there. Try and avoid it, but go and head up there and see it because it's absolutely stunning piece of nature and some wonderful museums again in Stavanger. Then you've got another day at sea, again, to just enjoy that ship before arriving back into Southampton.
Honestly, if you've thought about cruising around the fjords, do it with Celebrity.
Yes.
They will really look after you. I love all the adult-only areas as well. There's always a place you can relax and chill. That is honestly real grass. I've never seen them cut it, but it is always immaculate.
I know. They have someone to look after it.
Yeah,
they have someone on there to just look after the lawn. And
well, they do a very good job.
Yeah.
All the wonderful speciality restaurants. Persian Garden is amazing,
Yes.
and obviously if you go for aqua class, that would be included. But I love all the outside spaces, and even the interior staterooms. They are so well designed. Yes. I've never stayed in the penthouse suite. I'd like to, but every room is beautifully designed.
It's wonderful.
Right. Just in there, in terms of what's included. Now, we've got a Planet Cruise exclusive for this special show tonight. So, $200 onboard spend per stateroom when booking Ocean View and above. I'd definitely go for Ocean View and above. You'll also get the free classic drinks package. I know I rave about this, but it isn't all about the alcohol. You get all of your specialty coffees, your soft drinks, your bottled water, and exclusive savings as well. Half-price gratuities as well if you go for Ocean View and above. And the itineraries, they just differ slightly depending on which departure date you go for. And don't forget, again, the Holiday Inn in Winchester for only £95 per person. Now, I've just got the prices here.
Yeah.
Well, Dan and I have both got the prices. There are 3 dates. There's the 27th of April, 25th of August, and the price there starts at $879, and then there's the 1st of September, prices starting at $979. But even the Ocean View, as I mentioned, that starts at just $1,099 for that April date. That's really good, isn't it?
If you're going to go on this, I would say you have to have the Ocean View. Really try and go for the balcony if you can, because the views, as you said, they are spectacular.
And actually some great prices on Aqua Class. That starts at $1,689.
Yeah.
Now, the drinks package, we've got to talk about the drinks package. I'm bad, aren't I? But, I love to start the day with a couple of, coffees, whether it be a flat white, cappuccino. Yeah. They're all included, all of your teas, sodas, juices, bottled water. I always take that off ship with me as well. All of massive choice of beers, spirits, wines and cocktails. And these are all really, big brands as well, aren't they?
They are, yeah. It's not sort of anything, you'd expect from sort of a lower grade. You're getting big brands, you're getting fabulous drinks. Like you say, it's 5 stars, so they're made, you really are treated on there well.
I've already cruised around the fjords twice. I'd love to do it again at that price. Starting at $769 and a £1 deposit per person, of course, as well. But that is I know prices very well with Celebrity. That is really good tonight.
That is
really
excellent,
good.
excellent price.
Right. How's he doing over there? Glenn, you all right? You all right over there?
How's your comfy sofa?
Lovely.
Brilliant. Yeah, I'm still here, mate. Don't worry. I've just been chuckling as you always start the morning with a cappuccino. I thought, and a gin and tonic. There we go. Let's move on from there. OK, let's move on to our next deal now. A lot of people phoning us up in the office at the moment are looking for Christmas and New Year deals. And, of course, it is the prime time to go away. And we're advising people to try and book even for next Christmas just to get the great deals. And then this one popped up. Now, if you still don't know what to do for this Christmas, you're at a loose end and you want to get away for a great price, this is a fantastic deal. You will not find anything better value than money on this one. So let's take you on board the MSC Sinfonia. Now, MSC, as you know, is a ships that we feature a lot in the programme, and they are fantastic. They're releasing new ships all the time. This one is one of their smaller ships compared to some of the new ones, and this is 2,600 passengers. Now, on board MSC, it's always great value, the food's good, the entertainment is very European. Because it's an Italian cruise line, it's not a British cruise line like Britannia or the Explorer we featured earlier. This is going to be a European cruise line, but a fantastic atmosphere on board. And the good thing about this one, you're going out on the 17th of December and coming back the day after Boxing Day. If you look at the prices that we have, people say, well, what about the flights? They're included. They're going to be based on London flights. You're going to be going in and out of Genoa. They are probably going to be Gatwick into Genoa there, but they're probably the flights that we're going to use on there. I think if we're looking at reasonables, it's going to add to the price, so stick with your Gatwick on there. But this is a wonderful chance to go around the Med, and on top of that, we've also turned this into an all-inclusive cruise. Now, if you want to add the drinks package on normally with MSC, you're going to be added on about £540 per cabin. We've included this in the price for you. So what a wonderful opportunity to go out round the Med, of course, and celebrate Christmas as well. So let's have a look where we're going on this particular one for you. So as I said to you before, we're flying you out from London into Genoa, and from there we're going to transfer you to the ship, and you're going to start to just enjoy the ship, and of course transfers are included on there for you as well. Then we're going to take you down into the south of France. Now, again, down in the Marseille area to start with, you can just wander around and meander around in the port area. Again, from there we go into Barcelona, a massive, massive destination here in the Med, and you've got a chance to go Sagrada Familia, over to the Nou Camp, walk along the Las Ramblas, and again, taking that in just before Christmas. You can imagine the atmosphere is going to be very, very brilliant at that time of year. We'll then go on to Valencia, in the Spanish port of call of Valencia, and again, this one we tend to just wander off and meander around and get lost for the day, but you've got some nice excursions that you might want to take part in. And then from there we head down to have into Mallorca in Palma. One of my home destinations, as I say, I talk about that quite a lot, but again, a nice time of year to go. And what's good as well, because it's off the high season, all the places you're going to be visiting here are going to be a little bit quieter and a good chance to go and explore. We'll then go down into Valletta, into Malta, becoming very, very popular with the cruise ships again now. In the old city there, you dock right in the centre of the old town, and you can take the stairs or the lift up onto the top level there, and again, just go off and look at the wonderful, wonderful buildings in Valletta. We'll head over to Mafia country. We go into Sicily and Messina, and again you've got a nice chance there if you wanted to maybe walk up to Mount Etna, which is a wonderful chance to go and see the volcano, and you will hear it rumbling as you make your way up and down the volcano, so just be careful, it's not your bellies, it's the volcano. Then we go into Rome, okay, we're going into Civitavecchia, and I think we're actually going to be there on Christmas Day, which is a great opportunity to go there. And again, you've got the buses taking you in there, do one of the tours, and you'll have a chance to go and see the sights. And if you've never experienced Rome before, what a wonderful chance to do that on Christmas Day. We then go into Livorno, which of course is Florence and Pisa. You can either split the day up and go to Pisa or Florence, or do an all-in-one tour. And of course go to places like Lucca and Siena if you want to try some of the wines. And then from there, on the 27th, back into Genoa, and that's when you're going to obviously take your flights back into London for you, and this is a great opportunity. Now, if you have a look at the prices on there, the prices are £80 per person per night for a Christmas cruise, and please remember that is also your all-inclusive drinks included on that one. So we've got flights, we've got transfers, we've got the cruise itself, the all-inclusive drinks, and you might even get to see Santa Claus whilst you're on board as well. Now, if you want to do a Christmas cruise, this is definitely the one to do on here. You will not see anything better value than this, and as I said, this has just dropped today, so make sure you get booked. Limited places. So that's our Christmas cruise. Back to the boys.
We've just been talking about that. Dan was saying, I mean, Dan obviously works for Planet Cruise, books cruises for you every single day of the week. That's by far the best deal for Christmas, by far, isn't it?
But yeah, it doesn't even touch any of the others.
You were saying, you know, on average, we're talking £2,500.
Yeah,
plus.
This time of year, if you want to go at Christmas, you know, that one that Glenn's just done.
Do you know what I'd say? Cancel your arrangements that you've got.
Yeah.
Tell your family you're not going to cook Christmas dinner this year. You go on a cruise, they'll get over it. But honestly, we did say we've got a really special show tonight, and you know, yes, we've got giveaways coming up. We've got champagne for the first 5 bookings on Saga coming up next. But as a Christmas cruise, and that, I was thinking, 10 nights away, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and you fly back after Boxing Day,
the 27th.
It's perfect, isn't it?
It is, it's wonderful.
And at that price, it just doesn't... And the drinks, I'm going to say it, the drinks package, all included.
Yes, and that's, I mean, that's worth, that time of year, any time of year it's worth.
I thought I was imagining it, and I thought, hang on, I just checked the screen, it does say that. All-inclusive
Yes,
drinks, that was
it is.
worth, did Glenn say £540?
It's worth about £540, yeah. So
I mean,
yeah,
if you
that
can
shows
get
you the
away, if you know, some people, I'm not being funny, if I could do that, if I just had enough holiday, I would honestly do it. Yeah. I could pull a sickie, but that won't get well. I've said it now anyway. I am only joking. But remember, if you're booking any cruise from the show, you're automatically entered into that prize draw to win. And everyone's going to need one of these after Christmas.
Yes.
But it is that fantastic exercise bike as well. Now, the guys they've been pulling my leg a bit. Because in 5 weeks' time, I'll be able to go on a Saga cruise, won't I?
You will.
Yes. Because it is for the over 50s, isn't it?
It's for the over 50s, and you can take Glenn because he's not far behind. So
yes,
he falls in the companion.
as long as one, yes, as long as one is 50.
One's over 50, yeah.
So, but honestly, I mean, jokes apart, I really fancy this.
Yes.
This ship is brand new. It's her maiden season,
It's her maiden season, and she looks absolutely fabulous.
And we should say the standard with Saga is so high.
Yes.
I mean, really high.
And people go back time and time again.
Now, look at the date. Now, my birthday's on the 20th, so it's a great date for me.
Yeah.
It goes on the 16th. Obviously, this is all about Christmas sights of Amsterdam. But the ship, hang on, I need to see these in more detail. These are absolutely amazing.
I was going to say that the ship is the first, or is the only ship, the small luxury ship being built for the British market. So it's being built just for the British market, small luxury. I mean, in terms of size, you know, she's going to be 58,250 tonnes. And when I saw, I mean, you just see here the space.
Oh, my word.
That's absolutely true. For that size of ship, you'd normally be talking 2,000 people at least, probably more. They're putting on there just 999 passengers at double occupancy.
Honestly, I mean it.
Yeah.
I'm really tempted. I'd love to take my mum on this cruise.
Yes.
So it's all-inclusive, and that's tips, that's Wi-Fi, that's obviously all your drinks.
Yeah.
There's also, and this is really nice, by the way, that price is for balcony as well.
Which everyone gets, because it's an all-balcony ship.
So even the single cabins, and they start at 1,069, they have a balcony.
Yes.
But also, just reading here, free door-to-door chauffeur service or parking.
Or parking, yeah. So if you live within a certain radius, you will get free chauffeur service down to Southampton and back. They don't just take you down there, they'll take you back as well.
And obviously Saga could also sort out great insurance as well.
Insurance. A lot of people when they phone in, they say, Dan, where can we go and get insurance? And, you know, with Saga, they sort it out because there is a set price insurance which will cover you.
Now, it's a lovely Christmas. I think it's amazing, this one. The ship is incredible. And it's a little trip over to Amsterdam. We obviously stay there for a few nights.
Yes.
And all the Christmas sights.
And, you know, Amsterdam, I went there this year for the first time. And it's a truly, truly wonderful city. You know, you can go on the canals and just lose yourself in the back streets. Wonderful food. You know, they have that real cafe culture where you can have a drink and sit outside, whatever time of the year it is. You know, if you feel like it, rent a bike, have a wander around. You can do a tour on the bike even. It's brilliant. Everywhere you go is bikes. But really, I can't say, I didn't have high hopes for Amsterdam when I went. But when I got there, I was blown away with how fabulous.
I've never been.
Go.
Yeah.
I was really. Me and my wife went, and it's fabulous. It
now,
really
I forgot to mention, by the way, the first 5 bookings tonight will get a free bottle of champagne as well. So that's
they will.
For the first 5 bookings. But what a ship, brand new, the Spirited Adventure, and you're going to have a wonderful time, of course, in Amsterdam.
Yes.
And it will be very Christmassy at that time of year. Yeah, can we see the ship again? So this is her maiden season,
It's the maiden season, and just look at the way she's been built. It's like a boutique hotel floating around. Just truly beautiful. It's been designed with sort of real 5-star in mind. You'll go on there. Excellent specialty restaurants. You see the Italian one there, but they've also got an Asian fusion on there. And the main dining room's a grand main dining room.
Do you know what?
Beautiful ship.
Can we just say something at home?
And also, Nepalese restaurant. I just want to say, the only one I know of at sea.
Wow. Do you know, that's just to look at the statements as well.
Yeah.
It's made me feel a lot better about turning 50 in a few. It has.
Yes.
I can book that. And seriously, I'm very tempted. I'd love to take my mum on that. I think it looks amazing. She's spectacular. Let's show you what's included, because it's everything.
Yes.
So we've got an exclusive. You get a free bottle of champagne in your cabin for the first 5 bookings. a brand new all-balcony ship. So even if you go for the single stateroom, the single cabin, you'll get a balcony.
Exactly.
All-inclusive, you don't have to worry about anything.
No.
So that's gratuities, Wi-Fi, specialty dining, free-to-door, door-to-door chauffeur service, or parking, you choose, and optional Saga insurance available. I mean, they'll do a great deal on that.
They do, and I think this is going to be very popular tonight because we've done this before. And actually, just a few days ago, I had a lady who went with her friend, and they went on a similar cruise to this, a 5-night one, which we featured on the show earlier this year. And they came back and they said they had a fabulous time. You know, there's something for everyone on there. If you want to dance the night away, they've got great bands and entertainment. So, you know, it's not all about eating and going to bed. You've got so much you can do. You know, really fabulous, fabulous ship.
And is she been built for the British market?
She's being built specifically for the British market. She's the only small luxury ship being built at this moment for the British market. And
well, I think she's spectacular. And I'm very tempted with that because it would follow my birthday as well.
And I just want to put out a warning to my mum because I think she will like this. When she sees the champagne, don't book it. Book it with me. Don't book it with any of the others. You know,
now, the horn has sounded. What does that mean?
I think we've got to pop over to the naughty corner.
I know, all the horn sounds coming from over that side.
Well, I just thought we'd stick with the Saga. Now, me and Sean have found our next cruise. Me and us together, because I'm slightly under the age, but I can be accompanied by an older person, so I can go with Sean. That's not a problem at all. That would be lovely. So we've got something a little bit different for you, sticking with Saga cruises at the moment. And this is going over in the Dalmatian coastline on here, which is wonderful. And I've sold a couple of these cruises over the last couple of months. Now, this is on the MV Liberty, all part of Saga Ocean Cruises. But this vessel only holds 36 passengers and it's got 20 cabins. So if you want the rock climbing, the surfing, this is not the cruise for you. But if you want to go along this wonderful coastline, and this is the place to be, it's the buzz place in this part of the world at the moment, to travel along places, for example, like Split, Dubrovnik, Korčula, all the way along that coastline now, we had this wonderful, wonderful cruise. It's going out on the 22nd of April. The ID is 191809. Of course, our £1 per person deposits. Local wines, beers and soft drinks are with lunch and dinner throughout the cruise. And again, if you want to add that Saga insurance, it's only for £18 per person for the week. But please remember, as I said, a small ship, limited cabins, and again, limited availability.
Thank you, Ty Glenn, there. Can somebody get him a cushion? He looks a bit uncomfy in that stool, doesn't he? Do you want a cushion, Brian?
Should we send him a Planet Cruise one over?
Because we're really nice and comfy here. Yeah, we're doing 5-star, aren't we? Yeah.
We are.
But a very special show, I think you'll agree. Loads of outstanding deals. And we're going to move on now to Cruise and Maritime.
Yes.
Look at this price, $769. And actually, this is called the 12-night Easter Hidden Baltic Treasures.
Yes.
And it's an itinerary we've never seen before. Some of these places, I don't think we've actually had on the show before.
I think I think there may be some first-timers on this show.
Yeah, there's a few
I think so.
I don't recognise.
Yeah.
So some of you will have done the Baltics and obviously St. Petersburg.
Yeah, a lot of people have, and you know, you might not want to see St. Petersburg again, or you might just not want to go to St. Petersburg. This cruise is the one for you.
It is. Well, let's take you on board.
Yes. Here we go. So Magellan, medium-sized ship. You know, she's not too big, but she's not too small. So,
and I know Glenn was on board the Magellan quite recently and was very impressed, actually.
Yeah.
Said a lot of space per passenger.
A lot of space per passenger. So I think they do about 1,250, 1,300 on board. And, you know, a ship of this size, again, would usually carry possibly nearer to 2,000. So a lot of space per person on board. Not just that. I mean, Cruise and Maritime, they're really quite a wonderful cruise line. I've been on them, and the food and everything on board and the service was second to none. It was absolutely excellent.
And very friendly, I gather.
Incredibly friendly, you know. And again, something for everyone on board. You know, they've got sort of your discos. They've got great entertainment. You know, it's really...
And their ships are a bit more classic, aren't they?
A little bit more classic. So, you know, but you shouldn't worry about that. On board, they've looked after them very well. They've sort of modernised them wonderfully. You've got all the things you'd expect to find, you know, if you want to head to different bars, the piano bar, you know, great spa on board as well if you want a massage. And
actually they are really affordable. I mean, you know me, so I thought, well, how much would the premium package cost? And you can upgrade to the premium package, so that's drinks and tips, from £23 per person.
And I would highly recommend doing that, because the drinks menu on there, you know, you will easily do £23 in a day, you know.
And that does include your tips as well.
Includes your tips, and you wake up with a coffee, have a glass of wine with lunch, and then a cocktail at dinner.
So that's my top tip. So that premium package from £23 per person per night there as well. But I'm really intrigued with the itinerary on this one. So there's quite a few places that we've not featured on the show. So from Tilbury.
So we leave Tilbury, head out the Thames, head up the North Sea for a day at sea the next day, and then you head into Copenhagen. Wonderful place. You've got the Tivoli Gardens, the Little Mermaid, lots of places there you'd want to see. From there, from Copenhagen, we're going to head to Rostock. Again, you can go to Berlin from there. It's a bit of a drive. What I'd say is enjoy Rostock, because it's absolutely beautiful. Everyone wants to head to Berlin, but just look at the pictures. You'll see their canals, beautiful architecture to enjoy. And then from there, we're heading to what I think is definitely going to be the first on the show, to Ron in Bornholm, which is part of Denmark. It's closer to Sweden than it is to Denmark, but it's a part of Denmark. And, you know, real historic Danish town. Look, I mean, the buildings there, orange roofs, just what you'd sort of really quaint and something to enjoy. From there, you're going to head to Visby in Gotland, which is an island there. It's right in the middle of the Baltics. Again, great place. Swedish, but a little bit different to what you sort of might have seen in Sweden before. Great sort of greenery and gardens to head to as well from there. Then we're off to Stockholm from Nynäshamn, which is an absolutely beautiful sailing. So make sure you wake up early, because look at the islands there. Well worth getting up early. In Stockholm, you know, head in there, see sort of all the different museums, the building, lovely palaces there to see as well. So from Stockholm, we head to Klaipėda, which is in Lithuania. Again, really historic sort of seaside resort there, but lots of historic towns.
It's a really cute itinerary,
isn't
it?
Yeah, you're going to see some things you just wouldn't see. From Klaipėda, we're going to head to Gdansk, which is on the Baltic. It's a big sort of northern Polish city, really beautiful again. What I say while you're there is head for a pierogi, which is a little fruit-filled dumpling. They are really, really tasty. Really tasty.
That sounds very nice. A fruit-filled dumpling.
Then you've got a day at sea before arriving into Skagen, which is in Denmark again. Again, place to enjoy there, just at the northern tip there. Great nature there to go and see. From Skagen, it's a day at sea, and we're back into Tilbury, where we disembark.
I think that looks wonderful.
Yes.
Really different as well. Now, we have got exclusive pricing tonight. It is the reason why we've never seen this itinerary. It's brand new, of course, and it does mean that you can spend Easter in the Baltics. Great price per amount to covering Easter there. And I mentioned it, but I'll mention it again, but rude not. So you can upgrade to the premium package for £23 per person. That's great drinks and tips included as well. But we have one final cruise to tempt you with, and I'll be honest, every time we bring Celestyal Cruises with this itinerary, it's a top seller. The price tonight, $879. Now, you notice there, shore excursions, they're included.
Yeah.
And it's an all-inclusive cruise as well.
It's an all-inclusive cruise
so
again.
So is that everything? Is that drinks, tips?
Drinks, tips.
And excursions?
And excursions.
And when we've had Celestyal on, I mean, this is a company that really, really specialise in the Greek islands.
Yeah.
They do it so well.
They do. If you want to do the Greek islands, which a lot of people do, Celestyal are the ones to go for. Fabulous, you know. And, you know, the Aegean is, and that sort of part of the world, it's one of my favourite places. Because it's just so stunning.
And they get great weather as well, don't they, in general?
And yeah, on all of these dates, you're going to get fabulous weather. You go on board the ship, you know, and they've got, again, everything you'd expect. A little bit more classic again. You know, but the food on board. One of the guys in the office, one of the cameramen, he recently went on board and did a similar cruise to this and had a fabulous time. Loved the food. Said the cabins were excellent. The service on board was second to none. And, you know, you can have a really good party again as well on board, which is great.
And because Celestyal, let's say they specialise in the Greek islands, you know, they are able to stay in places like Santorini overnight and things like that.
Yeah, and you're really going to go to the places that you want to go to. You need to go to when you're there. You're not just going to be on a big ship that docks on a pier. You're going to get into the parts of Greece that you might not otherwise go to.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, by the way, everyone that books from the show for this cruise will be entered into prize draw, and one lucky viewer will win a fantastic hamper full of goodies as well.
Full of Celestyal cruise goodies.
Yes, full of goodies. So, yes, one lucky person will receive that just from booking from the show tonight. But beautiful destinations on this one. We're
Yeah.
going to talk through those in a second, but we've got all the best ones, you know, Mykonos, Santorini, just to name a few. So we fly, first of all, from London to Athens. Is it just London flights on this, Dan,
So
or?
speak to the guys. You may be able to add on. I'd also say ask them about adding a couple of nights in Athens on, because don't go all that way and then miss Athens. It's a fabulous city. You know, it's what I say. When we get you there, we transfer you down. They can be included, you know, if you want to, or you can do your own thing. Completely up to you.
So
full freedom.
So we can include return flights from London, but transfers, they're not included, but can be added.
Not included, but we can add them on. So just ask the guys when you phone up. Just ask them, and they'll be able to do it for you.
Great.
We're going to leave Athens, and we're going to head to Mykonos, which is an overnight on board. And you just need to look at the pictures and see you're going to have a wonderful time.
One of my favourite
You know,
places,
and I find the hardest thing with Greece is to leave a ship full of wonderful food and go into a place where you can have Greek salad, calamari, and you know, it's really difficult because it's so exciting to see. But wonderful place, Mykonos. Head and see the beaches as well there.
The only thing I will say, what is hard is to go from the all-inclusive cruise to paying for drinks in Mykonos.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're going to leave Mykonos and we're going to head to Milos. Tiny little island down there.
This one, isn't
and
it? Yeah.
People won't sort of, I mean, just look, a little fishing village there. This is not the sort of place you would go on a package holiday. So you probably won't have been there. You know, you wouldn't even go on there on one of the big cruise hitters, so to speak, because they just wouldn't go there. They're too big for the likes of Milos. So they go there, enjoy the little coves there and that. From Milos, we're going to head to what is probably one of the prettiest places in the whole of the European region, Santorini. So that there, you have one of the fabulous tours. You're going to head to Oya, which is all those little blue dome roofs you're seeing there on the screen. Look at those up on the hillside. So not just that. That is an absolutely fabulous, fabulous tour to go on to, because, you know, it's iconic. It's a part of Santorini you'll have seen on brochures and everything there time and time again. And you've got to get an overnight there to enjoy Santorini. And it's well worth watching the sunset from up on the hill. So from Santorini, we're going to head to Heraklion, down in Crete. A lot of people have gone in and out of Heraklion to join a ship or to fly in there and go off somewhere else. Here you can enjoy Heraklion, but you can also head here on the tour to Knossos, which is the Bronze Age archaeological site there you're seeing. Again, it's one of the best preserved in the world, I'm told. So from there, we're going to head out of Heraklion. We're going to head to Kusadasi over in Turkey, and that's where you do the tour to Ephesus. Again, an absolutely famous archaeological site. From Kusadasi, it's then heading back across to Athens, where you're going to disembark and sadly fly back to the UK.
Wow, so much is included there. You know, to get the selected shore excursions, your drinks, tips, of course, as well. And the price tonight, that does start at just $879. So, as I mentioned, all-inclusive with exclusive discounts. This offer, it's only available for limited time, actually, so it ends on the 29th, doesn't it?
Yes, so it'll end on the 29th. And what I'd also say is the lead-in dates on this, when you see the prices, to get this 879, book quickly, because it will be popular.
And we've got some great single prices as well. Free shore excursions, return flights from London, transfers not included, but they can be added if you like those. And every booking from the TV show will be entered into a prize draw to win a Celestyal cruise hamper. Right, let's just show you the prices, because the single, I'm just noticing, is really good in April and May, isn't it?
It is, and you know what?
Really good.
You're even going to get fantastic weather that time of year. You know, sometimes
yes, you
can
can
say
do, can't you?
It would be in February or January, but no, this is in. You can go in May for that price, and you know, really get the best of both worlds.
And I'd like to see the drink slide if we can. I'm terrible. So. Selected spirits, beers, cocktails. You get your Greek flavoured ouzo cocktails, of course. All of your non-alcoholic cocktails and things like your juices, tea, mineral water, and a really nice wide range of hot beverages. I love my coffee, so especially those cappuccinos. And there's 3 excursions. They are free. They're included, aren't they?
And they're excellent excursions, because sometimes, you know, you'll get a free excursion and there'll be a walking tour or something like that.
No, these
are going to the places you want to be going to.
And don't forget, just from booking from the show, one lucky viewer will win a Celestyal goodie bag as well, full of goodies. Looks very nice from the picture there. Anyway, I tell you what, shall we bring him back from the naughty corner?
I think so. Let him in. Come on, Glenn.
You look a bit numb.
I promise I won't be naughty anymore.
That was the stool.
Yeah, I'm still recovering. Tenderly.
What a show, that.
Good one, isn't it? It's going to be busy. I literally, while we're waiting there, I spoke to the office and the phones are going crazy already.
Yeah.
So
I think
it's going to be a good one.
One of the best shows we've had. Really is. Anyway, we're going to attempt to do a quick recap.
Quick one.
Yes. So, a lot of cruises tonight. So we started off with P&O. This one was wonderful, wasn't it? So remember, the balcony price, $489. It's a lovely 7-nighter from Southampton, taken in the Netherlands and Belgium there as well. And don't forget, children sell from £1 per person, so that means a family of 4 with a balcony at $979. Then Glenn.
Then we're moving on to, I think, probably my favourite ship in the world, I'll have to say, Anthem of the Seas. It's wonderful, it's back. 2020, it's coming back into Southampton. ID 197874, and this one is a 7-night France and Spain from Southampton. Again, we got that £1 deposit, and look at the family of 4 price. If you want to go on that ship and take the kids, they will be blown away. So that's our Royal Caribbean with Anthem.
We then had that incredible, all-inclusive Transatlantic Barbados to Southampton with Marella. I mean, you work out the value where for 19 nights, you've got all of your drinks, your tips included. The price is $1,549. The deposit only £125 per person as well. Both the guys, that will fly tonight, won't
Really
it?
busy,
Yeah,
always
it
is. When Marella's on, it's always busy.
Always busy. Then it was Celebrity, Glenn, wasn't
then
it?
we go on to Celebrity Silhouette. Again, this is going to be our Norwegian Fjord cruise. Lead date on this is the 27th of April 2019, but we have got other dates. And remember, a Planet Cruise exclusive $200 on board spend towards your stateroom on booking that Ocean View Above. Sean's favourite, the classic drinks package on Ocean View Above. Half-price grats, itinerary slightly changed. And I would, if you can, add that extra night on in the Holiday in Winchester. And, of course, that £1 deposit.
Then we had, I mean, we've never ever, in the 10 years that I've presented this show, we've never had a Christmas deal like this.
At this late stage.
We really haven't. I mean, honestly, cancel your Christmas plans, change them, the family will understand.
Take the grandparents, is that cheap?
Well, yeah, all decide to, you're right, Glenn, all decide to go away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, if you bought the turkey, keep it in the freezer. But it's all inclusive. That drinks package is worth £540. You've got 8 different ports of call. You're going to spend Christmas in the Mediterranean, and you've got your return flights from London. And yeah, I'm not being funny, but it's not like you're coming back Christmas Day. You're away Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day. You come back the 27th, don't you?
Now, again, we moved on to the new ship. It's not even built yet. It's
My
now being
ship.
built as and this is Sean's special. This is a 4-night all-inclusive Christmas sights of Amsterdam. 16th of December 2020. Loads of time to save up. Lead-in price is $675 per person. A free bottle of champagne for the first 5 bookings, all-inclusive cruise with gratuities, Wi-Fi, speciality to dine in, and they'll even pick you up from your house and bring you back as well.
I thought that one looked wonderful. Made you want to grow up, didn't it, Glenn?
It did.
And then Cruise and Maritime, great little deal here with some really interesting ports. Brand new itinerary, it's the 12-night Easter hidden Baltic treasures from Tilbury. Brand new, cruise itinerary, but definitely worth the upgrade to premium package because you get all your drinks and tips, and that starts from £23 per person per night.
And then we're going over to Greek Isles on that wonderful island hopping around on Celestyal Cruises. And again, lead date 29th of April, but multiple dates on this one, 162940. But again, you've got the excursions, you've got the tips from flights from London, and again, everyone that books tonight on that one will be entered into a prize draw for the Celestyal Cruises hamper.
Yeah, and don't forget, there's also the prize draw for that exercise bike as well. Anyone buy
You're going for that one?
I know, my wife will be booking something. Yeah.
But really good to help shift those extra pounds after cruise, potentially. Yes.
Trim up before you get on board.
Guys, love that. We're going to leave you the details of Saga there. Thank you so much, boys.
Pleasure.
Who's doing
Thank
the
you.
next show? Do you know?
I'm in a couple of weeks.
Right.
And,
Well, I'll see you next week.
See you soon.
Planet Cruise. Take care and book a cruise.
Hiya, thanks for watching the video. Now don't forget to like, comment and subscribe below. Remember to click that bell to get all notifications, and if you're looking for more fantastic travel video content, like this click on the videos to the right hand side. It'll be really informative. Or click on the Planet logo to the left to go to our website for some fantastic deals. Keep cruising.